G'day folks, Coach Neil back again, and today's topic, I'll get straight into it. So there's been some stuff go around, some, what do you call it, myth type stuff that says, if you keep drinking, hot water regularly, you're going to kill the virus, or wash it down your throat into your hydrochloric acid in your stomach, which will kill the virus. All right, so that's a bit of bullshit. Okay, and I'll sort of give you some perspective on why that is. If it was that fucking simple, we could all just drink hot water and kill it and be done with it, couldn't we? Now, we know that viruses don't like high heat, right? So that's a fact. For example, when cooking food, we know that if we cook food and we keep the temperature right the way through the food to 70 degrees centigrade, then it will kill pathogens, bacteria, viruses. So you know the food is safe. So that's 70 degrees, okay? We know that, all right? There was some myth stuff that went around recently that said this virus would die at around 27 degrees. That's total bullshit, all right? As you can now see by the fact that it's spreading in hotter countries, okay? If 27 degrees killed it, it wouldn't spread in hotter countries, would it? All right, so that's bullshit, all right? They know for a fact that the SARS virus, they could annihilate that at 56 degrees centigrade. All right, so that's what we know. So we know viruses don't like high heat, but hot water down your throat is not going to kill a virus. All right, will it help? Yeah, possibly, because warm water is actually good in general. All right, particularly if it's green tea with lemon and honey. All right, okay. If you, let's say for example, you just had exposure to the virus and you just had viral particles in your mouth or throat in the last 15, 30 minutes, so it didn't have time to attach, because when it attaches to the ACE2 receptors, all right? So it binds to the receptors and then it locks, all right? And then it's there. It can't be washed away by fucking anything. It has to be killed, and then it detaches, or the cell dies and gets flushed out, all right? Ginger, yes. Okay, so once the virus is in your body, say it's in your throat and it attaches to ACE2 receptors and it's locked in, it can't be washed away, all right? So possibly, if you just got exposure to a virus in the last 15, 30 minutes and you then drank some hot water straight away, you might be able to wash it away, all right? But using that as a basis for a treatment is retarded, okay? So, no, I don't think that's a good thing to rely upon if you think that's gonna help you get away with it, away from this thing. You know what I mean? So anyway, getting back to temperature, when you have when you get attacked by a virus, a bacteria, your body increases body temperature up to around about from 37 up to 39. In some cases, a bit higher, which is obviously a high fever. Right, but that 39 degrees does not kill the virus, okay? When your body raises its own temperature to 39 degrees, what it's doing is it's slowing down the virus replication, because they don't like the heat. They prefer normal to cooler temperatures, okay? So when your whole body heats up by 2 degrees, it's slowing down the viral replication, right? So that's a fever, okay? So you want a fever, okay? I'm not a doctor, obviously, which I keep telling you, so it's not up to me to tell you not to take, anti-fever medication. It's not up to me to tell you not to take anti-inflams. If you want to take a paracetamol, Tylenol, acetaminophen, whatever, if you want to take fucking ibuprofen or whatever, that's up to you. I would not touch them, because they just slow down your body's defenses. Okay, all they do is they break that symptom, but they don't help you treat the cause, which is the virus. All right, so I personally would not take paracetamol, ibuprofen, or anything like that, because all they're doing is interfering with your body's natural ability to fight the infection, okay? But anyway, so you get a temperature, all right? What it does, it slows down the replication of the virus, okay? And it speeds up the action of your immune system. So that's what a fever does, okay? So it doesn't kill the virus, all right? So it's not like a high temperature that kills the virus. It doesn't do that, all right? So getting back to drinking hot water, well, no, of course not, all right? I mean, unless that hot water is over 56 degrees, because that's what we know about SARS, you've got no chance, okay? But also, I mean, how much contact time do you need for that hot water to be touching the viral particles before they die? I don't know, all right? I don't think anybody knows that. Well, I'm sure some scientists do, but that data's not out there yet. I don't know of any data yet which tells us what temperature this thing dies at. But we do know all viruses don't like heat. So here's what I do know, okay? So I know for a fact that I've had clients that have been struggling with getting over an infection, and we've done all the right things, and this has happened personally to me, myself as well. And then the only thing that I decided to try last was heat therapy. I say so hyperthermia. So hyperthermia is either localized heat or total body heat, meaning high temperature sauna, steam. I was going to say infrared, but I don't think infrared's hot enough, to be honest. So in these cases, I used a high temperature sauna and a high temperature steam. All right? So when I had that, I'm not sure if you followed me last year, but I had that bloody nasty bug for probably 6 weeks it went on for. I had a few different problems going on at the same time then. I had a bacteria virus together. All right? But the only thing that knocked that on the head in the end was high temperature from a sauna. All right? So that was, and steam, sorry, so I went to both. All right? So in those situations, a sauna or steam is like 90 degrees plus. All right? So it doesn't heat your body to 90 degrees, but you are literally breathing in air that is that bloody hot. All right? And so I know for a fact that that actually assists in overcoming infections, all right? Which is rather a moot point now, because you can't go to a sauna or a steam room because they're all closed. All right, so at the end of the day, I guess what I'm trying to say is, hot water's not going to kill this virus. All right, so don't rely on that. You should always drink warm fluids with lemon and honey. In my case, anyway. All right. We do know this. We do know that pink Himalayan salt, maybe even table salt, but I wouldn't use table salt because it's shit. With hot water, gargling in your throat will soothe the sore throat, will possibly kill viruses. All right. The same with coconut oil. If you gargle coconut oil for probably 3, 4, 5 minutes, it is antiviral and it will kill any viral particles in your throat. Okay, we know that, right? But it doesn't mean you're going to get rid of coronavirus, because it may not just be in your throat. Okay, it could already be in your lungs before you've experienced the symptom in your throat, and that is what some of the recent data is showing, as in the last week or so, is that it was already in the lungs before people experienced the dry cough and the sore throat. Okay. So at the bottom, high steam, will that shower work? And I don't know. I mean, how hot can your shower be? I don't know. All right. So anyway, where was I? I've forgotten now. Hang on a sec. Get me train of thought. Shower steam. Where was I? Somebody tell me where I was. I've forgotten. If warm drinks good virus, the country would be immune. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right, Liz. Anyway, so that's, right. So we know that pink salt and hot water gargling will soothe the sore throat, may kill the virus. I can't state that for a fact. All right. We know coconut oil gargled will soothe the sore throat, will possibly kill the virus. We know honey and lemon and hot water is a very soothing drink. Okay, but like I said before, if you have this coronavirus, it may already be in your lungs before you feel it in your throat. So don't just think that soothing your throat or getting rid of a sore throat is going to get rid of coronavirus. Okay? So at the end of the day, it all comes back to everything I've been banging on about all along, which is your immune system. Okay? Your immune system is your defense against this. All right, properly functioning, healthy, strong immune system is obviously the one we want, and not an immunosuppressed, weakened, dysfunctioning immune system. Okay, so at the end of the day, it comes back to health and nutrition. All right, literally, just that's what it's all about. You've got to get back to health. You've got to get back to basics. You've got to feed yourself healthy food. You've got to get plenty of sleep, plenty of water. You've got to have plenty of nutrition, micronutrients. I'm not talking about macros, protein, carbs, and fats. I'm talking about micros, vitamins, minerals, and then enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics. Okay, all this stuff I've told you before. All right, so at the end of the day, literally, you've got to take care of you. Hot water is not going to kill this by drinking it. All right, so don't rely on that. Okay, and get back to the basics. All right, so all your natural antivirals, all your natural immune boosting foods, natural, preferably natural vitamins and minerals. You can take some supplemental stuff, but at the end of the day, supplemental vitamins and minerals are not as good as vitamins and minerals that come from whole foods. All right. So if you haven't followed me before, jump back through my timeline, watch the one on the 4 worst foods, watch the one on the 8 best foods, watch the 6-part series I've done on this whole thing. It tells you everything, all right? But that's going to take some effort to watch, because it's about 20 minutes per part, and there's 6 parts. But you know what? You've got time now, so I suggest you watch it, because I've given you all the answers in there, okay? What's happening now is people are sliding in my inbox left, right and centre asking questions. People, please, I haven't got time. I can't do it. All right, I've just had to cut off friends that are asking me questions because I haven't got time. You know, I'm putting my heart and soul into this. I'm giving you the best information I can. All right, you know, if you've got questions, please, what I've done now is I've set up some 30-minute express health coaching sessions whereby you can literally speak to me for 30 minutes and ask any and everything you want. And of course you need to pay, all right? At the end of the day, you know, as much as I'm giving you as much as I can't give every single thing away for free. I can't get back to every single person asking me questions, okay? So if you're interested, if you've got serious concerns, you really want to speak to me and have those concerns answered, then underneath this video is my coaching sessions set up. You can book a time there and we can have a chat, all right? Other than that, if you're not following me in my group, jump in my group, my VIP group, which I'll put the link below as well, and you can keep up to date with everything in there, okay? Other than that, folks, stay healthy, stay safe, stay isolated. I'm sorry about all these lockdowns and shutdowns, but they are for the greater good. It's the only way we can slow the spread. We can't stop it, okay? Take care, folks. I'll see you in the next one.